Right. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Quick little late night session. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do some decline pushes and then uh squats and some hammer curls. Let's go. 'Let's go. Ten. It's round one. Let's get it. What's up, Raphael? Appreciate you coming through, man. What's going on, Allie Bird? Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Australia. Just got a late night session going. Nothing too crazy. This is all I'm doing. Just going the hammer curls, the goblet squats with the 55s, and then I'm gonna get up and do, oh yeah, and a decline. So it should be a total of 250 diamond declines, 100 hammer curls with the those are the 25s, and then 150 squats, goblet squats with the 55. Except for the decline pushes, I'm not gonna use the dumbbells. I'm gonna just use my hands, and then when I'm done, I'll pick the dumbbells up and start doing the hammer curls. Let's get it. Round two. What's up, Dayana? How you doing today? Appreciate you coming through. Let's go. go. Let's go, 2 in the bag. Let's get it. All right, here we go, round 3. Doing all right. How about you? Doing really good, Ali. Or Dayana. Appreciate you asking. Just on the job on my lunch break. Getting some money, some free money. You already know how it go. Appreciate that, Ali Bird. Let's get it. We on round 3. Round 3. I'm already feeling it. My legs, most definitely. Especially from yesterday. I did them 300 squats with the Navy SEALs. And then the day before that, I did 100 pistol squats per leg. And that got my glutes and everything on fire, like still today. So these goblet squats is kind of hard to do right now. And I'm doing 15 of them. So I'm going to have to just fight through this shit. I want to get this over with. Get it over with real quick. All right, here we go. Let's get this money. Ten. Ah. 25 decline. Let's pick them up. Let's go, y'all. We on round 4. Me by the sea. What's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Shit, I'm just at work. Decided to get it in on my lunch break. It's 12:11 over here. So it's a little late. My first time doing a routine that's like on live. On live at least. Decided to go live. I was gonna wait to head to the calisthenics park tomorrow morning, but man, I just felt like getting it in right now. So, yeah, you know, appreciate you coming through me by the sea. Ali Bird, Dayana, shout out to y'all. Let's go. We on 4. This shit pain though. For these legs, my legs right now have been getting this work the past 3 weeks. So I'm struggling. Appreciate that, man. I'm the night crow, okay? Yeah. My wife like that too. She be up all night. Me, I'm usually like, I'm sleep early and I wake up. I'm a morning person, so I wake up. Even if I fall asleep like super late, I'm still up super early, like 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm a morning person at heart. But you know, I'm also a hustler, so you know that requires me to be up all night sometimes. Tonight, you know, I'm just doing the security, and then for my transportation business, sometimes I got clients that book. Like I got a client that just booked, and I gotta leave here, pick him up from the airport, drop him off, and then come right back here. So I'm like doing all kind of shit throughout the night now. So I got a few pickups tonight, like 3 of them, and then in the morning I'll get back home and I trade because I'm a day trader. So I get my New York session in, make some money real quick, and then go to sleep. That's how the week gonna go. Yeah, I'll be multitasking throughout the night now because that contract I was working in my driving business, I ended up hiring a driver to take care of that, free me up during the day. So it's working out pretty good so far. Let's go. I was just gonna do body weight tonight, but I decided to give my back a little break from doing them weighted pull-ups yesterday. I'll get back on the pull-ups tomorrow. Probably do like 300 pull-ups, match it, 300 squats. Superset it with some probably like TTBs. Get the abs. Let's go, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to the late night crew. I'm tapped in with y'all tonight. We on round 5. So we got 6 more rounds to go. Six more rounds to go. Let's go. Working the upper chest, all the legs, the collar, biceps, forearms. So it's a good full body demon tonight. Let's go. My bad, I gotta take these off. Just died on me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me, man. My shit just died on me. We on the camera speaker now. Ah. 25s. Let's go. Ah. What's up, y'all? Cleveland, what up, man? Shout out to Cleveland, man. Cleveland, you still up, man? What time is it? Where you at? Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the late night crew, man. I'm up with y'all tonight. At least here live. It's been a busy week, busy couple of weeks. Being an entrepreneur, it's a lot more work than what I thought it was, you know, starting a business. It's a lot hard, you know, than having a job. But it's worth it as long as you know how to adjust You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm doing. I'm working on adjusting, you know, finding new ways to, you know, different times to train and whatnot. But nonetheless, I'm still getting it in just about every day. I probably now only have one rest day, which is Monday, which is today basically. But I'm gonna still train later on today as well. So we're gonna keep getting this money in. All right, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. It's round 6. We at halftime. Pain. Let's work it out, yo. Let's go. Let's go, family. Round 7. Okay, 220. Okay, Cleveland, you must be an overnighter too. One of them night owls, like me by the sea. Miss Sheila, what's going on? Shout out to you, Miss Sheila. Shout out to Arizona. You still up too? Everybody's still up. Hey man, shout out to the family. Appreciate y'all. Chelly, when you maintain your vehicle for transport, take it to the dealer. So I have a mechanic, but for my Ford Transit, I take that to the dealer. So I got a little partnership with the dealer with with Ford. So whenever it needs like a tune-up, oil, whatever, we just drop it off. They usually get it done, you know, within the hour, whatever time it takes, depending on how busy they are, so that we can get back on the road. But I have a specific mechanic, you know, that I pay, who loves to do it. He loves what he does. He lives on the outskirts outside of Aurora here in Colorado. So whenever we need, you know, something fixed or whatever, we just drop the vehicles off to him, and it take how long it take, it just depends. So, because I find like if I were to take all my vehicles to the dealership, man, they pulling it, bruh. They pulling it for real. So Shout out to all the mechanics out there that just love working on vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mechanic. He get the job done. He get the job done, man. I got an 8-car fleet, so it's a lot of expenses that come with that because you know cars at the end of the day are a liability. But for me, since I utilize them to make money, it's more it kind of balances itself out. I've been in the transportation business for about 7 years, and I didn't become profitable till like 2 years ago. So that's how tough it is, just to maintain a business and become profitable. Because you got all these expenses that you gotta deal with, insurance and all that shit. But it's worth it. It's worth it as long as you got some grit. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to negotiate some contracts. It's a lot easier than people think it is. This ain't like it's not like Uber or what's that other one? The pink one. It's not like that. No, it's like Black Car Service. So I got GMC, I got Suburban, 2 Suburbans, 2 GMCs. I got a Sprinter, 2 Sprinters. So 2 Suburbans, 2 GMCs, 2 Sprinters, and I got an MKT, Lincoln MKT. And I use my personal car as well sometimes. And right now I have 4 different contracts out at DTC Center with some tech companies, financial companies, and all we do is drive them from meeting to meeting, from jet service to airport or whatever, to their home, golf course, whatever they need throughout the week. As long as we got a contract with them and they work for the company, we pick them up, we drop them off. Simple, simple business, It's just been hard lately driving in this type of heat, man. It's been 100 degrees. Even my MKT, it'd be malfunctioning, like the whole system and shit, because it'd be too hot outside. Like, sometimes the AC will shut off. Like, there's nothing wrong with the AC at all. It's just, motherfucker, it just be so hot that everything just freezes up and don't know how to work no more. All these like EV cars and shit like that. All right, let's get it going. We on round 6. Yes, sir, night crew. Hell yeah, Cleveland. I do Uber. I be looking for deals for sure. Okay, you do Uber. Okay, that's what's up, man. Supply delivery for a year. Okay, I heard supply delivery, they be making the money too. Especially with the medical side, man. If you get you a Ford Transit and strike you a deal with like these UFC companies, like these health companies, the little small ones, you know what I'm saying? And these warehouses, bro. If you could drop it off, pick up and drop off, depending on like the distance and whatnot, you can make some bread for real. Like you looking at depending on how much you driving, you're looking at like $2,000 a week, which I'll take. I'll take $8,000 a month. I'll take that just to drop off some medical supplies, to these health companies, man. I'll be telling people, get you a box truck. Get you a nice little box truck and, get to moving. Put some things in there, drop it off. I know somebody here at this job that I work at. I put him on. He got him a box truck, and now he delivering blood here throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the day, throughout the week. And he capping off around 8 a month, depending on his schedule, but he said he around 8 a month. Yeah, the wear and tear on these cars is crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. The expenses, they just keep going up, bro. A diesel box truck. Wow, okay, yeah, those two, man, they could make so much money. Like when I had first started, I was doing, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me knock these out. I'll tell you how I started. Yeah, me about to see, I got started off Turo. I was using the Turo app on my personal vehicle that I still drive today. It's just when I don't use it, I put it on Turo and it gets booked. It ain't nothing but a 2010 Ford Fusion. That's how I got started. And then how I ended up getting into the transportation business, I just kept renting cars, and I was putting my rented cars on Turo, and they was paying themselves off by getting booked off. And then I struck a deal with Hertz at the airport at DIA, so I could park. At the time, I had three of them. I had my personal car, and then I had two. I had a Toyota 4Runner, because those is popular. A lot of people like to book those, and I had an MKT. So I struck a deal with Hertz, and I had them. They gave me 3 parking spots at Hertz. So whenever somebody booked, you know what I'm saying, they get into town, they take the shuttle to Hertz, and they pick up the vehicle. And then I ran into this guy. Shout out to my mentor, my business mentor, who taught me the game. He the one who told me or showed me how to get contracts, like the big contracts with these tech companies and shit. So he helped me strike a deal with Arrow. If y'all know Arrow, a top 500 tech company. They're a supply chain tech company in the world. They all over the place. And I struck a deal with them, so I was driving all they VPs and stuff like that around to different meetings in the DTC area, because they got like 2 big ass buildings like right across the street from each other. And for some reason, like, they don't like to walk across the street. I wasn't complaining, because they was paying me every month to use the Sprinter to drive them across the street just so that they executives can, because they had meetings throughout the day, every day, in every building, in both of those buildings. So I was driving them. So then I did that for like 2 years. We still kept the contract. We still got the contract with them. Then I ended up striking another contract with another financial company out here in the DTC area, where I take their executives, just had a contract, take their executives to concerts, to, their executive when they come to town, take them to their golf course, their golf meetings, which they actually just got done doing out in the mountains in Aspen, and taking them to meetings as well throughout the day. So that's how I started. So I was on the road a lot. Yeah, he taught me how to rent vehicles, and he taught me how to make sure they getting paid off and shit like that. Make sure I put all my vehicles in my trust. You know what I'm saying? Use all them expenses, you know, how to become a little bit more taxes in running a business, because it's not easy. They got all kind of fucking loopholes and shit. But when you have a trust and everything you got is in a trust, everything's out your name, and you can utilize that money, you can borrow that money. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you use other people's money, you know, to salvage yourself. You know what I'm saying? So now you got, you know, money that you can put back into the business that helps you, you know, helps with all the expenses and whatnot. Plus you get write-offs on top of that. Plus with, you know, these contracts, they got deals for us as well. So yeah, shout out to my my mentor, my business mentor. He taught me the game, man. He been in the transportation business for like probably going on 35 years. He ain't even from America. He from Algeria, out in I think that out in Africa. So shout out to him, because there's a lot of like foreign transportation businesses out here in Colorado. So what's up, Endurance Fitness? Appreciate you coming through, man. We almost done. We on round 7. Cool. We have Hertz. Yeah, Hertz. Yeah, they're a big company, Ali Bird. They're a big company. Yeah, they just let me borrow. Well, I still actually have my cars up there. I only got 3 parking spaces with them, so. But it's working out just fine. Appreciate that, Endurance. Yeah, they can't touch the trust, man. The trust has its way through a lot of things. Like, you just basically layering and protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit going on. I've seen a lot of shit in this business. People be trying to set you up. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to set you up. They be like, they'll be booking a trip, right? Pick me up at this address. Okay, I'm at the address. They not there. They call me, be like, oh, I'm up the block over here on so-and-so. I'm like, bro, I can't pick you up anywhere else except for the address that you put down. You know, because if I go pick you up somewhere else that's not on the contract, and something happened to you, that's on me. That's on my name, my business. Fuck that. No, I'm picking you up where you said for me to pick you up at. So it was your job to be there. You know what I'm saying? I seen some shit happen where nigga lost his business because of some similar shit like that. But you know, it was a lot more, you know, a lot more intricate. But they be trying to set you up, bro. Trust me. So if you have a business, just some game for y'all. If you got a business, get you a trust. Open up a trust. You could do revocable or you could do irrevocable. There's 2 different kinds. And then there's many different layers that you just have to do your own research. But keep it simple. Just open up a trust. Put the trust in put the business in the trust. So now the trust, you don't own the business no more. The trust that you control owns the business. And then open up you like a charity or something like that. So then the money that you get for your business, you funneling it through the charity, and then you borrow the money from the charity. You see what I'm saying? So then you're not getting caught up in anybody else's, you know, BS, you know, because it's hard dealing and doing business with people, because not everybody is business savvy like that. Everybody is money first. They just want money. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do anything to get that money, you know what I'm saying, and get your services on top of that. So you gotta be able to protect yourself, you know, and be aware of the game, man. A lot of these people out here, man, they money hungry, so they get blinded, you know, by like real reciprocity, real human interaction and shit like that, because they're so blinded by getting paid. go. Let's get this work, y'all. We almost done. We get right back into it. Dateline, what up? Appreciate that endurance. Doing well for yourself, business-wise. Yeah, it's tough though. It's tough. But yeah, man, shout out to those that, you know, have and maintain their own business. I know how tough it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it drives people crazy. So, you know, to be an entrepreneur, man, you gotta be strong mentally. You know, cause just like anything else, man, you're gonna get, shout out to Miss Tasharia here on YouTube, man, like she said, you're gonna have them ebbs and you're gonna have them flows. The ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs. You know, when you start a business, to be honest with you, you ain't gonna be making no money up front. Like, that's just the reality. You gotta work it. You gotta work it, work it, work it. It's almost like you just picked up another job for yourself. And that's exactly what it is. You just picked up another job for yourself, especially if it's something that you don't like to do. So make sure if you start a business, make sure it's something that you like to do, that you enjoy doing. You know, you don't mind getting up and doing this every day. You know what I'm saying? Me, in the beginning, I was already driving on the road using Turo and booking my vehicle. But it wasn't nothing that, like, you know, it was just to get some money. You feel me? So it was tough on me, you know, the first 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It was hard, man. Just constantly going, you know, dealing with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But I found joy in the process, you know. That's all. That's the real reason why we do a lot of things, is to find joy in the process and keep working it, you know, keep working it. Because the truth is, man, you ain't gonna get that type of money that you like want right away. It's gonna take some time. Like, I ain't even completely 100% there yet, but yes, profitable, but at the same time, you know, a lot of these expenses, a lot of this stuff, you know, goes into play. So you gotta be strong mentally to, like, withstand every storm that comes, because a storm gonna come, I promise you that. You just gotta be able to stand firm in it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get through it. Fighting Iris, what's up, man? Steven, what's up, fam? Appreciate that, Miss Sheila. Appreciate you guys, man. We almost done. Appreciate the conversation too, man, y'all. It's 24/7. Yeah, 24/7. You see, I'm up. I ain't even a night person. You know what I'm saying? I'm up and I'm still getting it. I gotta go pick somebody up at the airport here in like an hour, so I actually gotta hurry up so I can get ready. And then I gotta come right back here and finish off my shift. And then I got 2 more pickups. So we up all night with it, and tomorrow it continues to go. You know what I'm saying? I did it alone, me by the sea. I don't be trusting the lawyers at all, because the lawyers, they get paid, man. They get paid, and it's hard to, I know there's a lot of good lawyers out here, but I taught myself law, you know, especially my mentor. He knows law really well, so he taught me the game as well. So he taught me how to approach paperwork, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. So shout out to him. No lawyers. I ain't paying no lawyers. Shout out to them and what they do, but a lot of them, man, you feel me? It ain't got nothing to do with trying to help you out. It got everything to do, you know, with that dollar. That money be blinding people, man. It be blinding people. You gotta be able to have some control. I know for a fact there's some good lawyers out there though. But I would recommend, man, teach yourself law. Because, I mean, law is you anyway. You are the law. You know what I'm saying? So get to know who you are first. And then understand the game, the system that we in. Because it ain't nothing but a game. Once you understand the game, you don't need a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? All it is understanding legalese, terms and conditions, whitelists and stuff like that. You just gotta be able to read it and understand it because they use different languages on this paperwork. What you read ain't really what's really being said. That's how they get you. They get you to sign contracts and shit. And boom, right when you sign the dotted line, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You don't even know what you just read. You know, a lot of the times we signing shit and we not even reading what's being said on the contract. You know? So, you know, I would just recommend that everybody knows something about law, constitutional law, all of it. Understand it all. Understand the game because it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. I don't want to get too deep in it right now, but yeah. Nah, I had to teach myself. Get you a book called the Black's Law Dictionary. Study that book. Study it. It's gonna tell you everything you know about the system. The Black's Law Dictionary. Every lawyer needs to understand that book from the palm to the back of their hands in order to pass the bar. That stupid ass system. Get you the Black's Law Dictionary. It's gonna teach you everything you know about law, about yourself, about the judges, the clerks, everything that goes on in the courtroom, the legislation system, the judicial system, how many different levels of judicial systems there is, the police, the policy enforcers, that's all they are. They mean nothing, just like the judges mean nothing. You know, the person who owns the courtroom is the clerk. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all thought it was the judge's house. Nah, the judge only speaks on what the clerk types to the judge. They all a part of the same game. They all on the team. The lawyer, the clerk, the judge. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the same team. Once you understand that, man, you can dominate the courtroom. I promise you, you can dominate, man. The courtroom ain't nothing to be afraid of. Plus, on top of that, everything that they doing is unlawful. It's unlawful. Everything the police doing, the sheriff, and everybody on the judicial system above them are unlawfully practicing law. Unlawfully. But since we don't understand what's going on, they're allowed to manipulate the people because we don't know law. But we gotta pay them. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, 2 more sets, man. Get up out of here. Septimus Fortune, appreciate you, bro. Did you have? Oh no, I've already read that. That helps the mentor for sure. Hell yeah. Fighting Irish said my lawyer helped me beat 4 cases. Trust me, there's some good ones. Yeah, I know. Definitely, Steven, I already know there's some good ones out there. Gotta be some good ones out there, man. We gotta be trailblazing, especially in this judicial system, because that's probably one of the main things besides religion that's manipulating people. So shout out to all the real ones out there. And that's good on you, Steven. Good shit. I don't know how I'm about civil lawyer. Yeah, the storms will come, but the sun will shine after a while. Yup. You gotta keep going. Appreciate that, Miss Sheila. People know about it. Yeah, we do. We do, man. We got blood rights, birth rights, land rights, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know them. That's what's killing us, is the fact that we don't know them, and we leaning and depending on a created system, you know what I'm saying, to tell us that we don't have those things when we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes them unlawful. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of treaties signed back in the day that was through manipulation. You know what I'm saying? For swaying people's minds. It's a psychological war at the end of the day. It comes first, it's psychological before it's anything else. So if you can sway the people, you can control their mind, you got them. You got them. You got them lawfully, you got them in every way that you could possibly get them. You know? Trust me, I was there too. I didn't know anything about law, you know, until, you know, I've been seeing the people around me get locked up for stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? My older brother down in Mississippi had him a little half blunt in his car. You know what I'm saying? A half of it. Nothing else. He did 5 years because a cop was bored. Make that make sense. So me not knowing law, I couldn't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound right. Like how anybody could you could pick and choose who you want to send to jail just so that they can get money, get paid for their number. You know what I'm saying? You know the numbers in the back of they jumpsuits. Niggas is getting paid behind closed doors because of that. You know, who's next? Let's find somebody else that we can just put in so we can get paid. It's a system. It's a fucked up system. Niggas, there's the majority of the people that's in there right now innocent at the end of the day. Innocent. But we don't know law. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get us. Because they know that your ass ain't gonna pick up a book and read and try to understand their game. Because that's what it is. It's a game. It's a game. We gotta unite as people. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, get on these front lines. You know, like Steven's lawyer. You know, in the game. You feel me? And understanding the game and actually out here helping people versus being a part, you know, of the manipulation. You know, they trailblazing. You know? So shout out to all of them. We almost done. Last set, you guys, last set. Let's fight. Trust me, y'all. I don't like anything about this system. Not a damn thing. That's why I be so passionate to speak up against it. A lot of people, they don't agree with a lot of things that I say, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing against anybody personally. You know what I'm saying? It's the things that keeping y'all controlled. That's what I'm against. So one day, you know, we all gonna be able to come to a, you know, an understanding, like an understanding of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all, we could all come together and finally, you know what I'm saying, do what we gotta do to get rid of this shit and create our own systems. You know, that's helping us, you know, and not killing us, you know, not manipulating us, you know. I only speak about these things out of love because I've seen a lot growing up, just like y'all have growing up. Y'all seen a lot of shit. Y'all been through a lot of shit. Y'all been at the bottom. You know what it's like there. There's a system that's trying to keep us there. You know what I'm saying? We at a point where we at a, you know, like we not there no more. We not going back. So we're gonna continue to elevate. So this is one of the things we gotta do. We gotta be aware of the things around us and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The media, all their propaganda, all these celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Everything. We too busy believing everything. I even tell y'all, don't believe a word I say. Don't believe it. Don't believe. I'm not here for y'all's belief. I don't want it. Do your own research, you know what I'm saying? And work on that for yourself and your life and your world. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do. All right, here we go, y'all. Last set. We call them here in OZ. Okay. Yeah, freedom of rights, constitutional rights. That's right, Ali Bird. Those are things that we need to know personally. That's just my opinion. Because if we don't know it, you could get pulled over right now. And the cop asks you if you understand, you say, yeah, it's a wrap. If you say anything, it's a wrap. They got you under their wings. You get your cop pull you over, you supposed to control that situation, not them. Not them at all. They everything that they do is unlawful. And if you understand that and you know law, you can control that situation. Whatever, it don't even matter. Whatever. You ain't got insurance, whatever. If you indigenous, you free to travel on your land however you want to. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I even got a car that I have, two cars that I have that's unregistered. Personal cars. I'm not gonna register them because once I register it, they own it and they have rights to take it away. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does. You know, you basically giving the car away that you work hard for. You don't own it. We think we own these vehicles. Trust me, I got vehicles that are registered. I know that they not mine at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? 48743. Okay, yeah, I'll never forget. Okay, Steven. Yeah, see, wrapped up in the system, like, and a lot of these people, man, they innocent. At the end of the day, they innocent. And a lot of people, yeah, they did some shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, still. No, it's definitely predatory. They pick and choose when to pull people over. Yeah, they be bored. Some of them be bored, and some of them actually really do have hate for people. I'm not saying all of them. There's good cops out there, and there's also cops out there that, you know, they there for a reason. They swore to the masonry. That's what that is. If y'all ain't know about that, it's no secret. They all did. That's why I don't care if you a good cop. It don't matter. The good and bad to me are obsolete. At the end of the day, good and bad is obsolete at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. If you decide you want to be a cop, you just became an enemy. you're a part of the system that's out here manipulating people. Now we need to be able to control these people that, you know, out here, really out here killing people, like the Dahmers, you know, them ugly, mentally, you know, mentally retarded people. You feel me? They need that. You know what I'm saying? They need to be there. But a lot of people in there, they not like that. They don't deserve to be in there. Just like, you know, we all do some shit. You know, we make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But people change. You know, people have, you know, like an awakening. You know, because sometimes, like even going to jail, sometimes that awakes people. You know what I'm saying? For them to sit with themselves for so long. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been to jail, but I've been before, but I haven't been, you know, for a period of time. I probably stayed overnight for not having insurance. You feel me? And that was it. But just from my own research, reading different books and stuff like that, people that go to jail, you know, having that time to sit with themselves, you know, they really get to figure out who they really are. You know, being in the world, it's kind of hard to do that because there's so many distractions, you know, especially since we are part of a system that ain't meant, that's not natural for us. We decide we want to, man, fuck this shit. We go crazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you get locked up. But once you locked up, you have time with yourself, which is what you needed at the end of the day. So now you got a, you know, recollection of who you are. So now you changed. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. That's it, y'all. That's it, you guys. It took a little bit longer because I was talking, man. We in a good conversation, so I appreciate y'all for that. I got an hour before I gotta go pick my client up at the airport and then come back here to work and finish the night off. I get off here at 7 in the morning, so I might go live again and train at the calisthenics park when I get back home. Actually, you know, I can't because I'm gonna be trading. I'm gonna trade the New York session at 7:30. So maybe after that, I'll go live, or maybe I'll go live tomorrow night again. We'll see. But I appreciate the conversation, y'all. There's times a month you see multiple people pulled over a night opposed to other days. They ramp it up. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is, but I be paying attention because I'm on the road a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially in these prestige neighborhoods where you got multi-millionaires and stuff like that. They have their days where they disappear, and then there's days where they on the street heavy, and they sitting in spots that you least expected just to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steven said you got a lot of time to think, yo. A lot of time to think. Yeah, and that's how they get paid, Allie Bird. They get paid, so they set up shop. They be setting up traps and shit. Appreciate that, Miss Sheila. I appreciate y'all, digging this out with me, sticking this out with me. It's a late night session. I didn't even know there's this many night owls in the community, man. I appreciate y'all. When the governor of Florida was talking about ending property tax, it made sense. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's why I was saying. I feel like if Florida did it, because I own a lot of land. Like, if Florida did it, I feel like every other state got to follow. Because Mississippi, they also did the income tax. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi is doing away with the income tax as well. And I think Florida about to do the same thing with the income tax, too. So, me living in Colorado, man, it's a tax lien state. Everything is taxed to the brim. Like, we not like California. California is worse, but we close. We damn near close. Like, everything here is ridiculous. There's no reason why we need to pay anybody for a land that we own. You feel me? So it don't make no sense. Plus, with these HOAs, these POAs, that's why whenever I purchase land, I make sure that it's vacant and there's no HOAs, no POAs, no municipal governments, which is basically the same thing. Some of these properties me by the sea have HOA, they got a POA, and they got a municipal government, which are 3 different things that you have to pay every single month for their amenities, which ain't shit. Nigga, I'll make my own amenities. All I gotta do is pay for it. You feel me? Like, all I gotta do is pay for my septic, pay for my water, dig a well. Yeah, it's gonna cost some money, but shit, at least I'm getting it on my own source, on my own property. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanna pay for some shit like that, go ahead, there's nothing wrong with it. But why, when you can do it, you can create them amenities for yourself? Put the money down, you feel me? It's worth it at the end of the day. It's worth it. I think HOAs, POAs, these extra municipal clauses and county restrictions, all of this shit dumb. It's just a money grab, y'all. It's a money grab. Appreciate that, Steven. Yeah, Michelle, it don't make no sense to me neither. That's why every time I make sure I do my due diligence, I call the county clerk. I'll be like, is there any restrictions for this or that? Is there any HOA, any POA? If they say yes, click. I don't got time for that whatsoever. I don't got time for that shit. Massachusetts taxes, I bet, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, man. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Good conversation. Make sure that y'all, do y'all's due diligence, man. Like, yeah, you heard me. I appreciate y'all hearing me, but don't believe me, man. Do y'all's own research. Make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to sway anybody or persuade anybody to do this or do that. I just be telling y'all, what I've experienced and what I believe, what I know and what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Too many rules, yeah, way too many. Like, you can't even, if they allow you to have a fence, you can't paint it. Or if you want a fence, it's the type of fence that they want, not the type of fence that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have your house painted a certain way. You can't have your driveway, your pavement a certain way. It's your property. It's your land. You feel me? You paid for it. you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it, as long as it doesn't harm the neighbors or anybody else around you. You feel me? Like, as long as everything is safe, it should be your call on what you do on your property, on your land, because it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we gotta make it make sense. There's no need for HOAs. It's just another form of control. You know, all that BS. Appreciate you, Fortune. Appreciate that. But anyway, y'all, hey, make sure nothing outside of you dictates how you feel, man. Stand firm on who you are, what you believe in. Do your research, do your own due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And act on your knowledge. Knowledge ain't nothing until you act on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, action and execution is key. Discipline and consistency is key. There's no reason why we should not be taking up discipline every day. It's obvious that we're not going to want to do certain things on a daily basis, especially if it's things that we need to do. But we need to do it, and we know what's going to elevate us and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of all the distractions, and let's double down on who we are and what we love and what we believe in. You know, because we're not just doing it for us. We're doing it for us, but we also doing it for the people, our immediate families that surround us as well, to make sure that they good and that they know, what they up against in the world. So shout out to y'all, man. Let's keep trailblazing. Let's keep loving each other. Shout out to the community. I appreciate y'all. Mind sharp, body strong, soul abundant. Much love, Miss Sheila, Me by the Sea, Steven, everybody else that came through, man. Much love. Appreciate y'all. Endurance, appreciate you. Much love, man. Peace.